So Rogue Company has finally got a new update. We're getting a brand new game mode, along with all new supply crates, a bunch of rogue buffs and weapon nerfs, and potentially some new servers. So firstly, let's talk about the brand new game mode, Bounce House. And let me start off by saying it's a really fun game mode to play. I kind of like this. It's a relaxed approach to having fun on Rogue Company. And what it essentially is, you can run around with a bat and a grenade, and that is it. And as you can see by the gameplay in the background, the gravity settings have been altered slightly, so you can fly around a little bit more than you used to. Now, there is an objective. You have to hold down the point, and first team to 2 wins. That I was lucky enough to play with Renz and a few other Rogue Company creators, and it was actually really good fun. It's something that you may not spend hours and hours playing, but after a busy day at work or school and you just want to come back and goof around a bit, then this game mode is perfect. Now let's move over to balance changes. They've adjusted 3 rogues. First, starting off with Fixer, and they've actually made quite a dramatic change with this one. And all these changes are in aid to make Fixer a stronger defensive style rogue. And what do I mean by that? Well, they've done these changes so that he can hold his lanes down and stall enemy pushes. And they've done this by reducing his ability cooldown from 45 seconds to 30 seconds. But on top of that, this is the huge part. His cluster smoke grenade, which is obviously only unique to Fixer himself, they've reduced this from 60 down to 20 seconds. So this combination could work really well, and we'll have to see how strong it is. And the reason that's important, because it ties in with a gun we're about to mention in a bit. Now, Sigrid, they're going to say that this rogue doesn't have a very high win rate. So they've changed her passive up a bit. Before, when she was crouching and she was walking, she got a 20% movement buff. Well, they've done away with that, and they've introduced a global 10% movement speed increase. So whether she's crouching or whether she's walking, she's going to be quicker than other rogues. And fitting with her Breacher style gameplay, this could be really beneficial and switch up the way she plays quite a lot. Now, to go hand in hand with that, they've removed Blaster and replaced it with rare armor, making it a little bit more tankier and just that little bit more annoying to play against. Now, Vivi felt like she was in kind of a weird spot. Super fun to play, but her survivability was a bit meh. Well, this is about to change. Her stage presence ability has been reduced from 30 seconds to 20 seconds. So getting that extra 30 HP to either ready yourself up for a fight, or after a fight, popping it to get your HP back to get you ready for the next fight, kind of acts like life drain, but with a bit more skill. And I think this will increase her survivability. On top of that, they've also got rid of the Gadgeteer perk and replaced it with the Energized perk. Now, weapon changes. The D40 was nerfed into the ground when they changed their fire rate from 750 to 600. Well, good news, D40C users. They're actually increasing that slightly, the fire rate from 600 to 670, so that should bring it back in line with some of the other SMGs. Now, the Tire, the Sniper, they feel like it just doesn't compete on all levels with the LR15 full body. So they've increased the accuracy, or the base accuracy, from 0.7 to 0.9, and I was trying it in the fire range, and I must admit I didn't notice much difference, but maybe if you're a frequent user of this gun, you may notice it, and if you do, let me know in the comments down below. Now, this is probably going to be the most controversial one, and that is the Devotion. And they've increased the headshot damage from 80 to 86, and the body shot damage from 47 to 49. Now, going back to our Fixer adjustments earlier, well, if you buy Crackshot, his epic Crackshot, use his ability and hit a headshot with the Devotion, well, that's going to do 114 damage. So it's going to be a one-tap gun in most circumstances, unless of course they've got armor. But just having the fire rate that you do on the Devotion is probably going to make it one of the deadliest guns in the game. And I've actually suggested that they need to lower the fire rate of it a bit, because I'm telling you now, in a week or 2 weeks time, you're going to be sick of the Devotion. Now, no one would care about this, but the S12 Tactical, they've kind of increased the fall-off range, so it'll do a bit more damage at range, because they felt it wasn't really in line with some of the other shotguns. Now, this one probably will affect most of you, and it's the Knight. This probably was my favorite gun. It outgunned most assault rifles and short to medium and sometimes even longer ranges. So they've nerfed the damn thing. But at short ranges, it will still be a fast, higher TTK. That remains unchanged. It's not until you get to the medium to longer ranges where they've actually nerfed the fall off range, which is kind of sad. But hey, it may give D40 a chance to reign supreme again. Or maybe we'll see the return of the LMPX. And lastly, the Hydra has been nerfed a little bit. This gun has been outperforming for ages. It's been like an unsung hero that a lot of comp players play. They've actually reduced the fire rate from 300 to 273. So let me know what you think of those balance changes. Are there any that you're looking forward to? Is there any that you're not looking forward to? You know what to do. Let me know in the comments down below. Now, let's talk supply drops, and you're going to love this coming up. We've got a new Legends of Style supply drop. Now, if you're a veteran player, you've probably got most of these skins already. But I've had a few times DMs asking me when they can get these old skins. Now, this is going to be the perfect time because the price point looks like it's going to be 1,200 Robux. And you can go and get Season 1's Hellfire Protocol Scorch, which is an absolute insane skin. Or maybe the highest Ronin skin. Or a lot of people missed out on this Lone Wolf Talon skin. And you'll be able to pick these up. And because they're all legendary skins bundled together, you've got a lot higher chance of getting the one you want, which is a good thing. Now, when I was scanning around the PTS, I found something that you'll probably be excited about, especially if you don't own them already. And that's mythic weapon wraps. You can now have the chance of getting one of 3 or all 3, depending how much you play the game, of course. Now, my personal favorite, the Dragon Soul KA-30, is going to be available. Also, the Argent Assassin Objection, and last but not least, the Tesla Full Body Strike. And all these you can get for playing in the game, using Reputation, or using Robux. But personally, I think what they should do is make another supply drop, put all the mythic stuff in there, and at least like the legendary skins, you've got a place to go if you just want mythic wraps. Now, when I loaded up the game, there was a startup thing for Rally here. Now, what that basically is it hosts peer-to-peer connections. Now, I don't know if I've said that correct, but it looks like maybe they're teaming up with a new provider for peer-to-peer connections. So maybe that will improve server stability, which a lot of the community have complained about, but maybe it won't do anything. But nonetheless, look, nothing gets past me. If I get on the PTS, I'm going to feedback everything to you as much as I can. So as I said, if you're excited by these things, do let me know in the comments down below. But until the next Rogue Company video and the next update, I'll see you soon. Take it easy. Peace.